Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to North Country Off Grid. The truck is down. Many of you guys are asking what's going on with it. We are thinking that it was an injector issue. We'd replaced a few things on it, hoping that that would fix it. Ordered an injector, and before it had got here, we drove it down the road after replacing some sensors, some fuel pressure sensors, and it was running good. It was just blowing black smoke. It was running much better. It wasn't blowing any more white or gray smoke. We had driven it up the hill a little bit, less than a few miles, and it started knocking really bad in the driver's side underneath the wheel well there. You could hear it just knocking. It sounded like hammer on metal, just ding, 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 ding. And then it started pouring black smoke real bad. I mean, huge clouds of black smoke coming out the back. So upon investigation of it, we had found tiny little metal shards where the injector came out. We pulled the injector out, just tiny little slivers, a couple of them here and there, but you could tell that metal was scraping. Check the oil pan. There's no metal parts in the oil pan. Nothing sticking to the magnet. We had driven it back, so we gave it time to circulate. If there was oil or if there was metal inside the oil, we should have seen it. Check the oil filter. There's no metal parts on the oil filter, so the metal shards are kind of just held right in that second cylinder area, seemingly the only place that we could find them. So that kind of lead me to believe that maybe it was a push rod, maybe a push rod bent or broke or something. The issue with it now is that it won't turn over. Something is stopping it from turning over, like something broke off and is now in the crankshaft and is not allowing it to turn. It's just making like a clunk sound, so it's not able to fire up. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe what happened was maybe the push rod had broke, is maybe jamming the piston. I don't know, guys. If you have a suggestion based off of what I told you, put it in the comments below. Unfortunately, the truck is down, so it's getting taken to a mechanic to be completely tore down, or at least have the problem chased down to figure out why it's stalled out, which is a real pain in the butt. We just bought this truck, paid cash for it. Supposed to be good to go. It looked very clean. It was a completely remanufactured motor or engine. It's got 70 or had 70,000 miles on the remanufactured engine. Had all the receipts for it. But unfortunately we hit a snag, and we've seen too that there was some shoddy work done to it. Just a lot of loose bolts, things not torqued down to spec. So unfortunately I'm thinking that whoever did the work maybe skipped a step or used some inferior parts or something, but something little broke, and it's led to something catastrophic, which is going to be expensive and it's going to take some time. So we're down the truck for a while. We did make some improvements to the engine. We did put some new parts in it to help out with the performance when it's finally rebuilt, I guess. So when we get it back, it should be in tip-top shape, should be good, reliable truck, should last us a long time. Because all the little quirks of the 6.0 motor were fixed. All the little things that were wrong by design have been fixed. They've been addressed. New parts, upgrade parts. So really, we've got us, a diesel engine with 75,000 miles on it now. So, maintenance should keep this thing on the road for us. Fortunately, with the designs of this motor, it's designed well, but if something breaks, it almost always has to be completely tore down to get to that part. There's no just getting to it. The other issue is that this engine is built with the cab off. So to pull the engine out, you either have to have a cab lift, take the whole cab off, or you got to pull the engine, which means you got to take off the front grille, all the lights and the bumper, which is going to be what's happening, which really sucks to have to do. But hopefully it can get chased, and if it's not too low, then the engine doesn't have to come out. But if the problem is low, the engine's gonna have to come out. It's been a bummer around here with this thing broken. It's been hectic. This is the only vehicle that fits our entire family. So doing stuff, someone's getting left out, which is usually Shelby and the baby. Or it's me and then all the kids, and Shelby get to go do stuff. But we're down for a while. It's looking like a 2 or 3 week process to tear it down, fix it, and then rebuild it, I'm thinking. That's kind of the timeline I was given, so that is it, guys. That is the update. Many of you have been asking about the truck, where it's been, what's going on with it. That's what's going on with it, guys. I thought we were getting down to the problem. We did notice that the injector on the number 2, actually it'd be the number 4 cylinder. It's on the even bay, so 2468. It's on the number 4 cylinder. It is a different injector than all of the other injectors in there, so it leads me to believe that maybe the previous owner was dealing with an issue in that cylinder as well. I don't know. It's the only injector that's different. We did swap out that injector with another injector, and it was throwing the same code. It was saying that the number 8 injector was out of balance. So to change out the number 4 injector, that was the fix. Also the FICM, the IPR, it's the fuel pressure regulator. We swapped that out with a working one. One of the fixes is also to do the crank sensor, which is an easier and cheaper fix. And I'm kind of worried that maybe we didn't do it in time, but that's also something that'll probably get replaced in this process while it's all torn down, because that's kind of in the lower end there. So those are the fixes. Fix number 5 was replace the engine, so thanks, computer. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.